Am I live? All right. Hey, y'all. It is Lolly Jenna reporting live from the Batcave in quarantine. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves on their quarantine. I sure as fuck am. Oh boy, it's been delightful. Just not going anywhere and staying home. It's great. Anyway, it is the obligatory Goth Tag video. It was eventually going to come to this. I have a list. Anyways, so I have it all on my phone. Let's get started. Question number 1. How long have you been a goth? Okay. So I would say I'd start using the term around middle school, but really in my heart, I've always really loved just the whole aesthetic of it all. So I'm just going to say middle school, but really for as long as I can remember. Okay, anyway. Question number 2. How were you introduced to goth? All right. Well, one, through the architecture. Like, my parents always did like the Southern architecture, and that was always cool. I always loved that. And let's see, how was I introduced? It's kind of like you always kind of knew of it. It's always there. Like, you always heard the stereotype of like goths, jocks, preps, mean girls, etc. But then how do I describe this? I was actually really into emo for the longest time, except I hated the music. I thought it was really, really bad. And I thought all the other emos were just kind of trash. I just really liked the style. I don't know. I felt like I just wanted to be different at the time. But it really wasn't me. So when I discovered what goth was, I was like, but I like wearing color, which I didn't. But I just had no idea what goth really was. And then I looked at it and I was like, this is what I was all along. That's what I actually like. And it was really, it's kind of embarrassing looking back at my emo phase because it was so bad. Like, I'm so glad my parents didn't let me get like snake bites, or I was too chicken shit to do it myself at home, or like I didn't dye my hair any crazy colors. Like, I didn't have coon tails. I like tried to do it with like Kool-Aid. That didn't work. All I had was the arm gloves, and that was enough cringe for me. So I'm glad I never went full retard on that. But when I discovered what goth really was, I was like, it wasn't like an enlightenment. It just opened my world up. Okay, question number 3. What gothic subgenre would you put yourself in? I consider myself an amalgamation of like multiple different styles. I like a little bit of the trad influence, but with like a Lolita general look. Like, y'all know I love the hard spikes and everything, but with like a frilly skirt and like combat boots or something like that. I just think it's really cute. Like, I'm wearing a little princess ring. Something like cute and frilly, you know, something like a little bit of edge with the cutesy. I like it. I enjoy that. But my style, I would call it like a gothic grandma living in the woods, like little spooky hedge witch look. That's my style, my subgenre. Question number 4. What do you believe to be the basis of the subculture, the gothic subculture? Now, of course, there's a lot of debate. Is it music? Is it style? Is it both? Is it whatever? I believe it is both. Okay, let's read this comment real quick. Same. I really like gray. I really like black. I've always worn cool colors, even as a little kid. I never liked wearing bright colors because it made me feel like I was wearing the reflective vest that road workers wear. So I'd rather like blend into the background with all my muted tones. I just find those a lot more appealing, a lot more calming atmospherically. But about what the basis of the subculture is, in my opinion, I believe it is all encompassing. It's the music and the genre and the fashion and just the lifestyle. You know, you can listen to goth music and not call yourself a goth. That's completely cool. You know, some people like they don't want to call themselves goth or like the G word. It's like, I kind of get that. When I was younger, I was like, I'm goth. And now when I'm older, I'm a lot more hesitant to say that. I don't know. Yes. So I guess the music really is the basis of the genre because that's where it really began. But at this point in time, the music is as much like the fashion and music, I feel like stand mostly equal. The music just slightly higher in importance. But as long as you know the oldies and like them, you can call yourself a goth. If you don't like it, like with me in the emo music, I hated emo music, so I couldn't call myself emo. So I like goth music. I love that dark, droning, atmospheric, you know. I've always liked that, and I've always tried to find music that was like that. So now that I found it, it's all good. But yeah, I believe that the fashion is just as much of the pillar of the subculture as the music is. So I believe they're equally important, if not music, just slightly more. I think I've said that enough. What do you dislike about being goth? Oh, I haven't thought about this one. Yeah, I'll be back later. Okay. So, what do I dislike? Let me see this. I mean, if you're wearing like PVC, of course not, because it's all shiny and shit. But if like matte black, that's cool. Anyway, the string keeps falling off me. What do you dislike about being goth? I'd have to really think about that one. I I guess when people, I guess outsiders. Okay, I don't dislike outsiders, but when outsiders look in and they give you all the assumptions like, oh, you must really like death, or you must be one of those Columbine loving freaks, or you whatever. It's like, no. I just like doing this and this. I have a little moon necklace and I like this. Just get off my ass. Off my dick. So I guess what I dislike most about being goth is just the judgment. But then again, I wear such a subdued, muted style, I don't really get stared at a lot. Except one time. I got stopped at the fucking movie theaters. I might have told the story before, but I had a bag on my back that I wear to con. Like, it's not big. It's barely bigger than my purse. I can only fit like a bottle of water in there. And they stopped me and they waved me down. And I was wearing like a spiked hair clip and like this and like all the different kind of other shit. And they pulled us aside, me and my friend, and was like, nope, we gotta wand you real quick, even though my bag is like this fucking big. And the bitch, like the soccer mom with like the hockey bag coming in, completely fine, doesn't get waved at all. But whatever. It's because I'm wearing black, isn't it? Anyway, what do my parents think of it? Number 6. My parents never really gave me shit for it. Of course, they thought it was a phase. They thought I was gonna grow out of it. And then, like, years later, I'm still wearing black and still liking the same kind of music. And they're like, let her be. But I had to kind of credit my parents for getting me into this because, of course, like I said, they really liked the architecture and, of course, spooky stories. I live in the South, and it's called the Haunted South for a reason, because like when you just walk through an avenue of oaks and all the Spanish moss hangs down, and you think about the story of like it's a folk tale about how the Spanish moss got in the oak trees. Like apparently the conquistadors like 500 years ago had to scout a Native American woman and put her hair in the tree, and then it curled up and like spread from tree to tree, and that drive the Spaniards out. Like that's a cool story. And there's just so many, like when you see the fucking cypress trees with the big plume like that and the cypress knees coming up out of the water, it's just so atmospheric and creepy and spooky. Like I guess my environment really made me like this, because I remember I'm really just waffling now. When I was a little kid, I fucking loved Scooby-Doo, and zombies were my absolute fucking favorite thing behind vampires. I love vampires and zombies. I don't know which one I love more. I still love them both. But Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island, that straight to DVD movie, I watched that shit like it was my fucking religion. And the fact, like, spoilers, by the way, for like a 15-plus-year-old movie, probably 20-ish now. Probably, the movie's probably older than I am. But so the zombies are like the good guys in the end of the movie, and that's like blew my fucking mind, because I fucking love zombies, and the fact that the zombies weren't the bad guy is like, ah! Well, anyway. So my parents, they're like, oh, that's cool. They don't. So, like, kind of touching on the what do you dislike about being goth thing and the stereotypes. They thought it was like screamo. Like my dad really hated dope. Like I remember playing like Die Motherfucker Died, and he was like, turn it off, just like hated it. But like my parents like The Cure and everything. Like it's not. Well, I only have one parent now, but whatever. Okay, so moving on. Question number 7: eyebrows or no eyebrows? Now, this may seem weird if you are outside of the subculture, but from someone who had watched all the goth queens on YouTube as early as like the 2010s, if not earlier, this doesn't weird me out. I go eyebrows because I very seldom wear makeup, and that no eyebrow look, only a few people can actually really rock it, and like no eyebrows absolutely without drawing anything on. And I'm way too fucking lazy to draw on my eyebrows every day. And I like the natural shape of eyebrows. I think they're really pretty. They're long and everything. And like I did draw them on because I'm a natural blonde. So forehead flash. But I like my eyebrows. So I'm not gonna shave them off. Yeah. Sometimes I wish they're a little bit more full and a little bit more pronounced, but that's just because I'm a natural blonde and my arm hair is like, you can't even see it. So that's a blessing and a curse. Anyway. Number 8. What is your favorite band? So I'm one of these people that kind of is like a song-to-song kind of person instead of band-to-band kind of person. Now, I really do love The Cure. Like, I have a t-shirt in my closet from the Disintegration album. Like, that's probably one of my favorite albums. But I just say my favorite band probably had to be Rammstein or Rammstein. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm American. I don't give a shit. But hello. Yes, do that. Click like. Get my video boosted in the algorithm so more people can see my lovely face. I hate doing that. But yeah, listen to what Crowman said. My favorite band would have to be Rammstein though, because I went through this heavy fucking phase in like really early high school, like freshman and just sophomore year. I listened to very much no music in English. I only listened to like Vocaloid and Rammstein and some Blutengel. So I think the band I can probably listen to the most and know most songs and enjoy every single one of their songs, no matter if I ever heard it before, is Rammstein. Close second would be The Cure, and then a close third would be like Fleetwood Mac, because my first album I ever gotten as a gift was Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. So, and also Stevie Nicks was a massive fucking influence on my fashion like sense. Like, Stevie Nicks was my god. She was my Jesus when I was in middle school. I loved the bitch. Thank you. I deeply appreciate that. The fact that I actually have more than like 2 subs. People are great. Well, anyways, Stevie Nicks. She was my bitch. She was my boo. I fucking love Stevie Nicks. So, du hast. Okay, my favorite Rammstein song would probably have to be either like Hallelujah or Rosenrot or what's the one? Weidmann's Heil. Weidmann's Heil is probably my favorite Rammstein song. No, I'm unfamiliar. I'm sorry. I'll look that up after the stream though. Witch House, is that a band? Because it kind of sounds like a game I've played before. Okay, so I've already done number 8, favorite band. 'Tis Rammstein. Number 9, my opinion on Marilyn Manson. So, a lot of goths either love him or hate him. I like him. I think he's fun. I think he's cool. He's of course a lot more theatrical and a big stage performer. But his new music, like, he covered Cry Little Sister from the Lost Boys, which that's the first movie I remember watching. Like, it's a rated R movie from like 1987, and it's about vampires that ride motorcycles and like live in a fucking cave somewhere in California. And there's like a sex scene and everything, but the guy's wearing pants and she's butt ass naked. It's like, anyway, but Manson covered Cry Little Sister. Best cover. No one can cover that song. Ooh. Thank you for introducing me. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I actually really like Marilyn Manson. They got fucking Lou Reed from Foreigner. Like, Foreigner. I also went through a heavy phase where I just listened to a fuck ton of 70s music. Like, I was one of those shits that was like, I'm 13, I love Led Zeppelin. But except I didn't comment it on YouTube comments because I was one of those good kids and was like, oh, you only have to be 13 and up to get a YouTube account, which I'm pretty sure it's still in the TOS. Anyway, Lou Reed from Foreigner. I'm choking. Say hello to the night, lost in the shadows. Say hello to the night, lost in the loneliness. All right, I'm not going to subject y'all to that anymore. Question number 10, and then we'll finally be out of here, and I can stop annoying the fuck out of y'all. What were your baby bat days like? So, I was a pretty good baby bat. I was relatively mature. A lot of people consider baby bat to be a slur. I consider it not to be nice of a song. Not a song. I saw someone, America. We're all living in America. Okay, enough. Good song though. I love Rammstein, but my baby bat days weren't bad. Because for so long in my life, I just always worn dark colors. Because even when I was in like elementary school, I only wanted to wear like cool colors and black. The end. And there were these pair of black stretchy pants. They were so early 2000s. There are those wide leg pants that look like skirts, and they went right down below your knee. I hated them. I hate them now, but I wore them all the time. I had like 3 fucking pairs. So, yeah. What's this? Thank you. Oh, shit. I want to see if I can find... Come on! Where are you? Nope. Stop looking up my butt. Okay. Where you go, you fucking stupid bitch? Ah, okay, well, I found this one. I got that at Hot Topic, and I Scotch guard it like 17 times, and I very rarely wear it out. I love this band so much. I probably should have done this beforehand. Sorry, y'all. Okay, well, I can't find that piece of shit. Anyway. Okay, stream's over. Let's go home, everyone. Meh. Okay. So did I finish that part then? Did I finish the thing? Did I even finish the question? What was the question? My baby fat days. Less cringe than you'd expect because I am a cringe lord. So it's really common in the I'm 13 and I love 70s music kind of kids to have that weird superiority sense above your peers, because every single kid, every single one cites the same exact bands and like artists that are the problem. It's always like Katy Perry and Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake, even though all three of them have been like pretty much dead in the water for years. But so my baby fat days, I didn't feel like I was that much of a like superior being because we had that like that very early teen year narcissism where you're like, I'm so much better than everyone. Like everyone's over here like on their phones, but I like real things. It's like everyone's like that. They think that everyone else is different. Everyone else thinks that they're so special. It's like, no, you are just the main character of your own story, so you think you are the main character. Everyone else is an NPC to you. It's not until you realize that you grow up and you have more life experience that it's like, oh, it's not my world, I just live in it. But also, like, if you have, like, dissociation problems, it's like, I don't even live in a world, I feel like I'm an alien, but whatever. So, at 21 minutes, I think I'm gonna clock out. So how was everyone? I'm sorry. Man, this thing is like flying off me. Okay, I know I've lost weight because this is like a ring size 7, and it's just like, just really, just whoop. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get going now because, I do have my nose, but I'm kind of hot and like, I don't want to have the air turned on because I don't like that in the background. Okay, I'll end up with this one thing that is actually a pretty fun. Okay, so a lot of celebrities like to come to Charleston. I am a Charleston native. My family, on my dad's side at least, has been here for like 500 years, like been here forever. And so a lot of people like to come here. There's like the come here's and the been here's, like you've either been here forever or you've come here and you stayed here, because no one really likes to leave unless like you've had like bad problems, but like whatever. So a lot of celebrities like to come here. Now, I went to school with Bill Murray's son, Lincoln. He was in my brother's age, so he's like 2 years in my brother's grade, so he's 2 years younger than I am. And I was in like the 5th grade, and he came to our sports day, and I'll never fucking forget. He's wearing like these bright red high top chucks, the Converse shoes. I can't speak. I blame this, but and all the other girls especially are like crowding him, and I'm just like trying to give him space because I know he's a celebrity. He probably doesn't want people bugging him, and like even as a kid I understood that. So I remember he ran in place for like one of the teachers or something for the field day. That was all fun, and he lived on Sullivan's, Isle of Palms. He doesn't live there anymore, so don't go track him down. But he lived right next to the Windjammer, which is the bar on the beach. And like I knew a guy who worked on his house and everything. Like celebrities like to live in Charleston. The lead singer of the Cars, my mom bumped into him downtown. Yeah. One time my family was at Dick's Sporting Goods and we're looking at like a squat rack for my brother, and we see this guy and everyone recognizes him, but we don't know exactly where we know him from. And so we just kind of like wave to him. We're like, hey, how are you? And then we just kind of like go on our business. It was fucking Darius Rucker. And another one, there was this autistic kid at my school. He went to my middle and my high school. His name was Frankie. And this kid, he knew he can get away with shit because he was autistic. I swear to God. He knew that because he was special, he can get away with shit. Like, one time, he was, like, straight up humping me. Like, this kid, Like you can see the Woody in his pants and everything. You can see he was pitching a tent, and this kid like would come up to me and would start grinding his dick on me, and I would look at my friends because I'm like the shy one. Like I can step up to the plate when I really want to be, but I had to get mad. At that point, I was like, I can't really say anything. So I had a friend of mine who literally I hate her now, but she was this was a golden move. She went around him and he fucking fled. So that was a thing. Also, when I was in middle school, one time he was in a class with my ex-boyfriend, and he started jerking off in the middle of class. Well, anyway, he was like a pretty autistic kid, but he played up how autistic he was. Like he fucking knew that he can get away with shit because he was autistic. So one time when I was in high school, he was in the talent show, and he loved Justin Bieber. Like he was like, baby, 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 oh baby, like all the time. Always, like he thought he was such a fucking ladies' man. It was really kind of sad, not gonna lie. But he did a talent show performance with Darius fucking Rucker, and like you can look it up on YouTube and shit. Like autistic high school kid with Darius Rucker. It's like that. I went to school there. It's like I don't want to dox myself. It's the biggest school in the state, whatever. But I don't know. I think he was straight up like Down syndrome, because there were several special kids that kind of like hung around each other, and there was this one girl. Her name is Katie, and she hated this kid. I don't remember Frankie. Frankie is the kid that did the thing with Darius Rucker and would like grind up on me and shit. So Katie was like dating Frankie for the longest time being like a month, and then she was like, I hate Frankie. It's like, damn, even like the special kids have beef. Like, whoa. But I think it was straight up Down syndrome. But this kid straight up knew that he can get away with shit if he was special. Asperger's, yeah. Oh man. Man. But this kid this little fucker, he knew he can get away with shit by being special. And it's like, you dirty bitch, because like no one can call him out on him because he's a special kid. He was like pretty severely autistic and everything. Like he had like the knuckly hands and everything, and like the different far apart eyes, and like he had the autistic look. I knew some kids that were autistic but didn't look it. He had the look and everything. And the fact but he might have had like that really strong autistic look, but had just like a touch of Downs, kind of like do you remember Retarded Policeman on YouTube like years ago, like 8+ years ago? Retarded Policeman was so fucking funny. He looked like he was heavily Down syndrome, but he wasn't. So they made him do shit like the intro was like, he is a cop and he's learning impaired. He's the retarded policeman. But I swear to God, Frankie knew he can get away with shit. I know I've said that a billion times, and I was like, damn. The only sign language I know, like, I've had deaf customers come in to work, and so I would only learn like business sign language, like, how are you, or do you want your check, shit like that. Like I barely know any sign language. But when you sign to those kind of people, they light up. It's like, oh, you know my language, you know. Well, anyway. Oh God, I said I was gonna leave like 10 minutes ago. Well, I'm glad y'all stuck around. BS. Like bullshit. Oh, bullshit. Isn't it like this? Like, isn't that shit in sign language? I always thought I was retarded. Just the symptoms. Anyway, I'll speak more on that later. Anyway, which house is popular in Russia right now? Because is it anything like The Devil in the Universe? Because The Devil in the Universe is like folk, dark wave. I like them. What is MXC? I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I don't really watch TV, so there's my opinion on it. But yeah, sorry. You didn't tell me about that one. I don't know what MXC is. Actually, let me look it up. I hate being on my phone when I'm on stream because I feel like it's rude. Come on, bitch, damn. Oh. Okay, it's not that old. It's 2000s, but I'm not familiar. This looks foreign. Now, there's some old TV shows that used to come on in the early 2000s that are fucking wild. Like, who remembers that Thumb Wrestling Federation cartoon? I do. That shit was whack. Anyway. Any music you could stylish kick ass to is worth listening to. Like most things in my life, I like comedy. That's why I think I like Rammstein a lot. So I like a lot of funny music. So okay, I'll check it out later. Well, I think I might get going, y'all. I hope everyone had a fun time. I'm out of wine. I'll go get some more. You think? I don't know. I'm pretty picky. I'm not picky. I'm fastidious. I'm picky. Anyway, I think I'm gonna peace out, y'all. I've said that like, oh god, it's been 12 minutes now since I last said that. Well, bye. Let me just... Everyone say goodbye. Oh, I got that vibe stuck in my head. Just like a dog. It's like, you say goodbye, and I say hello. It's because y'all thirsty motherfuckers just want to see my thighs. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye.